is going on out there, peeps? This video can actually be life-changing for some people. I know there are a lot of people out there that need medical procedures, and we talk about med beds and all those other types of things. But this video here I've been wanting to do for a while, and every time I remember to do it, I start to set up for it, and then for whatever reason, I get sidetracked, and I forget to do this video. So while it's fresh in my brain, I went ahead and set it up so I can do it and share this with you because I think a lot of people could actually benefit from this. But before I move forward, please remember to hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I surely do appreciate it. If you're thinking about buying gold and silver, go check out our friends over there at Money Metals Exchange. The link is down below in the description. If you are a first-time buyer and you spend more than $100, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and you will get a free ½ ounce of silver. Every time I do a video about med beds, you can see down in the comments, there's a lot of people that need different types of surgeries done. And these surgeries are not cheap at all. Even with insurance, there are a ton of out-of-pocket expenses. Not to mention that there are some things that you'll probably need that are not covered by your insurance, types of therapy or extra things needed during surgery. That is add-on packages is what I'm talking about. You know, they'll say, oh, you need this surgery, but you need a specific kind of surgery. These are the materials that you would need so that you can have a higher success rate of recovery. And your insurance will not cover the more expensive surgery because they're cheap. They'll only cover the cheap surgery. And this really hurts a lot of people. This isn't helping individuals who are out there suffering. So a friend of mine had to have heart surgery. It was a triple bypass heart surgery. And even with his insurance and everything, you know, he sat down with the hospital. They wanted to work out some kind of payment thing. You know, all in all, with recovery and therapy and everything else that they laid out for this guy, you know, it came out to somewhere around $375,000. And I thought, man, that's just ridiculous. Then I found out from him that the type of insurance that he had did not cover the heart surgery. They considered it pre-existing condition because he had switched over to a new insurance and they weren't going to cover it. So it was going to be out of pocket. But it had gotten to a point now where it was really necessary. And so he had to look for alternatives. Well, he was told about a hospital that I'm going to introduce to you guys. And I'm talking about they do all services. Dental, optical, plastic surgery, you name it. And they do it at a price that will blow your mind. Still to this day, it's mind-blowing. So if you know anybody that needs spine surgery, hip replacement, bypass, dental work, optical work, sports injury, or even people who are looking for plastic surgery like breast augmentation, facelifts, anything like that, I'm going to introduce something to you guys that I'm more than sure that somebody out there is going to benefit from this. So here we go. So my friend actually was recommended by another friend to go to this hospital called Bumrungrad. It's in Thailand. And I was like, I don't know about that, man. You know, you automatically judge something without having been there just because it's like a third world country. So my vision of this hospital is it's all dirty in there and there's sheets for curtains. I know this sounds terrible, but you know, we watch so many movies and you look at these hospitals, and that was the vision that I had of this hospital. But my friend needed heart surgery and he needed it right away. And so during his arrangements, I listened to him go through, you know, making the phone calls, making all the arrangements, and he had a huge smile on his face. He said, I hope these people are legit. And I said, why is that? Because you could see on his face, he was trying to smile and he was trying to feel good about what was going on. It looked way too good to be true. And I was curious about what it was they had told him. So they had a package for him, and they still do that today. When you get a hold of them, they do the same thing. They have a package in which your recovery from any procedures done at this hospital is actually done in a 5-star hotel. While you're there, getting your procedures done, either before or after. You can actually go see the sites real quick while you're recovering, if you have an opportunity to walk around. But the hotel is phenomenal as well. We didn't know this yet. My friend was feeling really happy about the price they had given him. Thought, you know what, I just got to go see. If I don't feel right about it, then I'll change my mind. He had to get some kind of permit to go overseas because his heart was really bad. And he had to sign all kinds of waivers. And he got overseas and he did what he needed to do. And when he come back, he just looked phenomenal. He was just so full of life. He had a lot of more color in him. He had a little pep in his step. And I said, wow, buddy, how was it? He goes, you would not believe the way the hospital looks. And right away, I did it again. I said, oh, good Lord, probably like bamboo and curtains and stuff. It's just, you see so many movies. That's one of the visions that go in your head. He goes, no, it easily was the cleanest hospital he had ever seen. And then he told me about the 5-star hotel that's right next to it. All the services they gave him, the way they treated him, the recovery time, all your appointments are all part of this package. This package included flying him out there, putting him up in this hotel, making all the doctor's appointments, because while you're there, they do all the appointments one after another. So you go in for consultation, to review everything, talk about what it is you got to go through, make sure you're good to go. Then they go ahead and book the appointment while you're there. Book the appointment for the surgery. You have the surgery, and then you stay there for your recovery time. 2-3 weeks while you're there. Then they fly you back. Everything is covered. Now, at the time that he did this, again, this had to have been, what was it, late 90s? The cost of the surgery back then, with everything, and I'm not even joking, was about $19,000. And that included the travel, recovery, hotel, and procedure. That was his out-of-pocket expense. Well, as I'm putting the information together for this video, I went to go to see if the cost had changed a whole bunch, because we're talking about late 90s, and here we are in 2022. Well, not much. Procedures went up slightly, and I'm going to show you this. So you can see right here, they have all kinds of specialists. And I know people are going, I don't know, it's Thailand, it's third world. No, there's actually doctors that go there from around the world and work there. Look at this. Turn your blurred vision into clear vision by having a corrected surgery for your eyes. Look at this. It's only 100,000 baht. You can see right here, they have a team of highly experienced spine specialists. They treat over 10,000 cases per year. Look at here, enlarged prostate. Our specialists have experience in over 65 successful water vapor therapy procedures. Here's another thing that I found out when doing the research on this hospital. They have alternative treatments. A lot of times you don't need the surgery, and they have something that's way less invasive and it's cheaper. They go through your consultation and decide, hey, wait a minute, we have something that might help you and it's cheaper. Then they just go ahead and make the change right on the spot. So I'm going to show you a couple of testimonies real quick and tell you what it is these people had done. Just listen to what they're saying. This gentleman here had a total hip replacement. This video was posted back in 2013. Real quick, he'll talk about the cost.
How much did the procedure cost in total?
Well, approximately about $18,000.
He had total hip replacement. His cost was around $18,000. This gentleman had total hip replacement. This video around the same time. Let's hear what he has to say.
Yeah.
No, it was a complete hip replacement I had to have done.
Okay. So when did you have the procedure done? And can you still remember the series of tests that needs to be performed before you are cleared for surgery?
Yeah. I had the surgery done 5 days ago, and I had to go for x-rays and blood tests and chemo.
You see what he's saying? He had to go through the x-rays, blood, everything is included in these packages.
The chemo.
Echocardiogram for your heart?
Heart, yeah, heart diagram. But they go through your whole body and check everything out and make sure it's all okay.
Okay. So how much did the procedure cost in total?
The whole surgery procedure come to about 23,000 Australian dollars.
So here you have it. If you convert Australian dollars to US dollars, his entire procedure cost $19,873. We're going to talk more about these prices here in just a moment. This woman had breast surgery, is what happened. So let's hear what she had to say real quick.
Through all the profiles that Global Health had sent me, there were quite a few, but I just think a personal recommendation goes a lot further than what I can read in a profile. And I have to say, Dr. Tiraset, and I'm sorry I can't pronounce his last name, but I chose Dr. Tiraset and I couldn't be happier.
Were you nervous before you came over?
Oh God, yes. I had purposely not told any of my friends or family until just before I came because
Yeah, of course you're nervous, because like me, I think people automatically, and again, I'm just generally speaking, I'm sure there's some people going, not me, I've been there. Of course you're nervous if you're going to Thailand. I mean, I'm here in the United States, so, I know what it's like to go in our hospitals here, but to go into another country's hospital, especially someplace like Thailand, so I can understand why she was nervous. I'd be nervous too.
I was going to get the, why can't you do it here? We can't come over there. Aren't you frightened? And I wanted the less of that, the better. Anytime you're planning a procedure like this, you're nervous. You can't help it. Added to the fact you're overseas, that made me more nervous. But the costs that I was saving and the reassurance that I had with Global Health, it just made it that much easier.
How much did you actually save, including flights, travel, arrangements, Global Health travels, facilitation services?
It's a little hard for me to answer how much I have saved exactly because I had so many different codes from different doctors in Sydney. I do know that at least it'd have to be somewhere between a half to a third at least, and that does include the travelling here, the hospital room and staying at the villa here where we've done our recuperation.
So she's saying she got a bunch of different quotes, so it's hard to really say how much she saved. But she said at the very least, with all her quotes, she saved anywhere from 50% to 1/3. And this includes all the traveling and being at the hotel and the recovery and the medicines, everything. It still was cheaper for her to go to this hospital, Bumrungrad. So now let's take a look inside this hospital so I could ease your mind and get better images in there than the ones that I had about what this hospital would have looked like. I muted it only because there's music on there and I don't want a copyright strike. So let's take a tour inside this hospital. But I'm going to speed it up for the sake of the video. Yeah, see how nice it is? It looks beautiful and very clean. This obviously wasn't the image that I had in my head. And I remembered the name of this hospital because it had such a weird name, Bumrungrad. And I kept making fun of it before my friend left, talking about, great, you're going to go to some damn hospital that's got a bunch of bums running that just graduated. Just stupid stuff like that, just because I was being silly. But look at this place. It's absolutely beautiful. This would be the hospital that you would go in to have procedures done. And they cover everything. Some of the world's greatest doctors actually go there. They volunteer to do work there. Look at that place. The facility is beautiful. Look at it, got little areas for kids. Doesn't look like the lines are very long, does it? So what I found, look at the snack bars. Oh, wow. So what I found out is this, and that is if you do have insurance, before you go, you can give them your insurance information. They gave me an example of Blue Cross. Before you go, they will reach out and talk to your insurance company about the procedure that you need and prearrange a fixed price. And it's usually a lot cheaper over there than it is over here. And the insurance companies are more than happy to do it. So if they have to spend like $300,000 on a surgery that you can get over there for $25,000, they don't care if you're in a 5-star hotel and a resort and you're overseas. No, they are more than happy to pay that amount versus what you would pay here in the United States. And you can see again, a hospital, these are all the different departments that they have. You can see they're very clean, it's very sterile. Look, wow, McDonald's inside there, Starbucks. So Bumrungrad actually is very famous for plastic surgery. Yeah, a ton of people go to Bumrungrad for breast augmentations, facelifts, plastic surgery because the cost over there is so cheap. Not only that, it gives you an opportunity to travel to Thailand, go sightseeing, get the procedure done, recover in a 5-star hotel. You're there 2-3 weeks, whatever. And when you're done, come back home. So not only are you getting a procedure done, but you're actually vacationing over there around the same time. The company that actually books them is called Global Travel. So the way they book it for you is as if you're going on a vacation. You're not just going for a procedure, there's sightseeing and things to do there while you're there. It's an awesome hospital. I've forgotten about it. And every time I did remember to bring this to your guys' attention, it slipped my mind. Now let me show you something I think you guys will enjoy. For those people who are in desperate need of some surgeries, whether it's out-of-pocket cost or even if you have insurance and you have a co-payment, it could be very expensive. Like I said, these people will reach out to your insurance and work something out. So they'll have it in writing before you get there. Now look at this. All of their packages are fixed, all-inclusive prices. So the price you see includes everything in the package. The consultation, the x-rays, the blood works, the procedures, the recovery, the medicines, everything is covered under the package. There's no surprise or hidden fees, none at all. So let's take a look at some of these costs because some of you might need these. Total knee replacement, including the implant, 315,000 bahts. Now I know you're thinking, oh good Lord, what is that? Let's take a look at what 315,000 bahts is in American dollars. Yeah, $9,485. Spine surgery, 340,000 bahts. Gallbladder removal, hernia repair, different types. So you can go down this list and just take a look and see if any of these are the ones you need. If not, I'm also going to put the links down below so you can follow up on this on your own if you have a different type of procedure that you need. They do heart surgery, bypass surgery, you name it. They do it all. And you can see that the prices are not that expensive. And again, let me remind you that these are all part of a travel package. So this includes recovery and everything else in this. You see, fixed, all inclusive prices valid through. So they change this every now and then just in case the costs go up. Obviously, the medications that you're going to need, you should get over there because they're much more cheaper over there than they are here. But they have what's called, it looks like a medical tourism. So you're actually traveling and on vacation while you're getting your procedures done. Insurances we accept. Well, let's take a look. So they do accept Aetna, Cigna, obviously these come from other countries because there's some of them I've never heard of. Prudential, Yeah, so this thing's going to keep going on and on and on. So I don't want to bore you just by rolling down the different insurances. All you got to do is, again, I'll leave the link down below in the description. Just go over to where it says insurances and click it, and you'll see what kind of insurances they take. Our specialty center, here you go. Look at this: allergies, behavioral, arrhythmia, breast center. They even have for cancer. They have robotic surgery center, rehabilitation centers. They even have dental, complex coronary artery, ears, nose, and throat, emergency, endocrinology, diabetes, nutrition, the eye center, hearing, heart, holistic, oxygen therapy, kidney centers. Look at it: Parkinson's, orthopedics. So they do cover a lot of different areas. So like I was saying, as I go through your comments and I can see people have kidney issues, they have hip issues, back issues, vision issues, dental issues, you can actually go over to Bumrungrad Hospital and have the procedure done, and your travel, stay, and procedure and return would cost cheaper, most likely, than it would if you had it here done in the United States. Now, I do understand there are some exceptions, but at least it's worth looking into. Look at this: dermatology, sports medicine, urology. They cover everything. Sleeping issues, a women's center. And again, look at a pride clinic for those people looking to swap out what you got for something new. One of their biggest services, obviously, is plastic surgery, and they have packages for that. I bring this again to your guys' attention because I know a lot of you need some help. And before they bust out with the free med beds with JFK Jr., in case you can't wait that long, because God only knows when the beds are going to be made available to people, you can at least look into this. When you see the package that you like, just go over here to convert. And what you're converting is THB, which is the Thai baht, to USD. And you can see the packages. I mean, you can kind of get a guesstimation just off this one right here. So they had a package that cost 315,000 Thai bahts. And what that comes out to is about $9,485. Again, the prices are fixed. There's no hidden fees. What they tell you the price is the price, period. And you see they accept all kinds of insurances, so they will reach out to your insurance on your behalf and see if they can get them to cover some or all the costs and have it guaranteed in writing before you even go. So what do you have to lose? So here are the top 20 conditions that they treat. You know, heart failure, a lot of these services people need now. I mean, Parkinson's, prostate cancer, kidney stones, bladder stones, strokes, heart failure, coronary disease, arrhythmia, especially with the injections you guys are getting, ovary cancer, heart attack. So these are all the different services, the top 20 services that they treat. So you can just come here to where it says conditions of treatment, and you can see it in alphabetical order to see if they cover the service you might need. So I would say nothing is better. Listed on the stock exchange, dang. I would say nothing is better than having a beautiful hospital that can take care of your medical needs for anywhere between a third to a half of the price it would cost you here in the United States. And oh yeah, by the way, it includes a vacation trip to Thailand in which you stay in a 5-star resort while you recover. I bring this to your attention because I know some of you out there need some procedures done and you can't afford it because it's too expensive here in the United States or maybe in the country that you're in, but maybe you can afford the packages that are being offered from Bumrungrad Hospital that include travel. And I hope this helps. This is why I bring this to your attention. Look at, hey, while you're there, you can give somebody a Moderna vaccine. Look at this gift card. They have those there. They have nutrition there, healthcare checkup. They cover a lot of different areas. Wellness centers. So I'll leave the link. I encourage you guys to come check this out. So I hope this helps. I know there's some of you out there that need this. do me a favor and share this on your profiles because somebody else out there might need this type of information. This could really change someone's life. All right? It really can. Some people might have $10,000 for surgery and not $300,000, and they can afford to go get treated here over at this hospital. So please share this. Share this with others. This could benefit you, or it might even benefit somebody that you know and love. Anyways, I understand it's not a NESARA GESARA med bed from the celestial aliens, but here's the thing. Until they get here, we have to do with what we got on plain old Earth. Like I said before, if I come across something that I think you guys will benefit from, we are talking about med beds, so I thought I would at least mention this hospital and the types of services they got there and the cost associated with it, and so that it might help you. All right? I hope it does. Anyways, hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I surely do appreciate it. And I'll catch you later. I'm out.